Hey there guys, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. I'm being very casual today on my sofa. It is week 3 of Preptober and today I'm going to be talking about ways I'm going to try and keep motivated during NaNoWriMo. I need all the help that I can get. For those of you who know, my laptop is broken. I still don't have it back. I'm not going to get it back until at least Friday. Here's hoping I'll get it back on Friday. Whether or not I'll get my files back, I still don't know. They've not rung me, so hopefully the answer is yes. Because of that, I couldn't do anything really for week 2, which was inspiration. I haven't done any of my mood boards that I wanted to print out, and I haven't managed to sort out my playlists because obviously everything's on my laptop and my iPad doesn't like connecting to the internet very well, so it's very difficult. But I do know, for my inspiration, for my playlists, I'm going to go in the Lindsay Sterling route and sort of build up the playlists around her and her music, because they are sort of the songs that inspired my characters and their backstories. So I'm going to stick with her because I listen to her anyway as I write, and we're going to turn, because my hand is hurting. So I'm really excited to get my laptop back and then hopefully sort out an actual playlist that I want to have. Yes, motivation, the worst friend of any person writing anywhere, really, is motivation. Because if we're not motivated to write, we don't write, which is bad. I know some people can write if they're not motivated to, which kudos to them. I physically can't do it. If I'm not motivated to write, I'm going to write crap or I'm not going to write much. Obviously, writing crap and writing much is not a bad thing. It's still writing, and you can always fix what you write craply at another time. But it's just, for me, crapper than usual, so I don't bother doing it, personally. So yeah, everything is going to be sort of bullet journal inspired this week. So I'm going to do a couple of spreads in order to sort of help me keep motivated. One of them is going to be a motivate me spread, which is basically just going to be some hints and tricks that I can look at to sort of, if I'm in a rut, how to overcome, you know, my demotivation and get myself up there, along with some quotes. And the second one is my rewards system. Very important. I do not do self-deadlines very well. I do them better during NaNoWriMo, just not any other time. But I figure with so many words I'm planning to write, I think an actual reward system is the best thing to do. So every 10,000 words that I write, I get a reward. The way I was going to do this was I was going to buy myself 10 presents, and I was going to wrap those presents and put them somewhere on my desk, so that every time I finished 10,000 words, the prize would be right there in front of my face and I could get to open one. Funds this month have not allowed me to do that. Maybe I'll buy a few at the end of this month, just before NaNoWriMo starts, but until then, I'm basically just going to do a spread detailing, you know, I suppose what reward I'm going to give myself every 10,000 words that I write. I might leave some blank, we'll see. So let's get to moving with those spreads. Here are my final spreads for the motivation, at least. Here's my reward spread on this side. Obviously, I've just done it in 10 separate sections with the numbers there on the side. I always like to colour stuff in, so these boxes on the end is just for me to colour in to say that I've written 10,000 words. And then, obviously, whatever reward I'll give myself, I'll write down here. It will probably range from things like getting a Costa coffee with a treat, new pens, new washi tape. Somewhere down here, obviously the higher the number I get, the better the gift I get. The higher the number I get, the better the reward I get. So new mug, a jumper, you know, sweets. So I'll figure it out as I go. This is my motivate me spread, where I have all of my quotes here, and then everything that is circled are sort of some tips for myself to remember, otherwise I won't do them if I'm not feeling motivated. I'm doing this video and sort of realising how short of a video it actually is. So, I have a very sort of limited, so it's not really limited, I sort of have a very sort of shallow pool of ways to motivate myself. I choose these because they work for me personally. Maybe they work for you, who knows, but yeah. So first way I usually motivate myself is I get rid of my phone. I just move it to the other side of the room so it's not near me, because I will keep checking it, I will keep going on social media. I'm less likely to do that on my actual laptop if I'm physically writing. But if I'm in the middle of a writing session and my phone is next to me, it'll flash up with a notification for something, and I'll sort of, and I'll look at it, and then I'll spend time going through everything. So if I want to remain motivated, I keep my phone away from me where I can't touch it, and I'll be less likely to check social media, etc, etc. One of the other ways I motivate myself is to take a walk. Walks really motivate me, and the fresh air, the act of walking, nothing except your thoughts hounding you, sort of is really, it's a nice break and it's a nice change of pace, and it always gets me thinking about, and it especially helps if I'm thinking about my novel as I walk. That way I sort of get unstuck. Write elsewhere is also a big one that I like to do when I have the time, and if I'm able to, I'll always go and write at Costa or Starbucks or something like that. Change of scenery really helps. I'm not in the comfort of home, so I can't relax. I'm not surrounded by children or a baby, so I'm less distracted, and I don't know, there's something about being in a coffee shop that sort of makes you focus on your work. I don't know what it is, it's like the writer's secret weapon is a coffee shop. Writing prompts, obviously I set some up for inspiration last week, but they also do help with motivation. If I am getting stuck, I take out a writing prompt and sort of follow it and go along with that. Sort of motivates me a little bit more. Also, not following my outline. I am doing an outline, and I'm doing it for the sole purpose of being able to follow it so I don't lose inspiration, and so I'm not sitting there going, oh no, what am I going to write now? But if I'm not motivated to follow the outline, then I will not follow the outline, and see if that helps motivate me more, having sort of all of that freedom to write what I want. If I'm thinking of another scene or another conversation that's not on the outline that I want to include. Because having an outline is good, but sticking to it rigidly is not good, if you get what I mean. Another one is to read. I don't read. I haven't read a book since like May, but I have Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom ready to go. Hopefully that will re-spark this light for me reading, but I'm sort of going for a similar, I suppose, length that Six of Crows is, and also it's got multi-POV, which is what I'm working on, so hopefully if I get demotivated reading a chapter of that will sort of re-motivate me again. And the final way that I motivate myself is to have a break. Have a Kit Kat. I actually did write that in the book. It's taking a break. Obviously I have a lot of words to write. I have, 3,000-ish words to write every single day, which is very doable for me if I have the motivation and the inspiration to write that many words. But if I am feeling really demotivated one day, then just taking a break, not for the entire day obviously, but if I'm writing in the morning and I can't anymore, I'll wait till the evening. If I'm writing in the evening and I can't anymore, then I really can't wait till like late at night to write. I rhymed. I'll take a break as long as I feel I need to, in order to sort of relax and de-stress myself, because I feel I'm going to get very stressed next month, which is not a good thing. So that is how I'm going to keep myself motivated, or try to keep myself motivated throughout NaNoWriMo in November. What do you guys do to keep yourself motivated? Let me know down in the comments below. Hopefully I'll have some good news at the end of the week regarding my laptop, and I'll see you all in the next video. Good thoughts and happy writing.